Today, there's a third quarter moon in Gemini, which is the perfect opportunity to shift your thinking, change old patterns of thinking, question your thinking, all those kinds of things as we integrate some of the things we've been learning in recent weeks. I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Wednesday, September 6th. And with today's moon in Gemini, we have a little bit more of a mental focus. So Gemini is an air sign. It brings us into a place of thinking and communication. It's a perfect time to get curious about things, maybe process things through language. So by writing them out, by making lists, by journaling, all the kinds of things that help us work with words and language to help organize our thoughts, clear our minds, get into a better place of our shifting our thinking to something that's going to work better for us. So as the moon forms its third quarter, that just means that it's half full and getting smaller each night. And that point in the moon cycle is a point where we have an opportunity to integrate, to implement, to bring something in that we've been working on, that we've been processing or thinking about, to bring that into new beliefs, to bring that into our ways of operating, to kind of plant it and prepare the ground for it as we begin to think about what it means for us as we move forward. So squares in general in astrology are when the two planets are 90 degrees apart in the sky. The third quarter moon happens to be when the moon and sun are 90 degrees apart. That's also called a square in astrology. And the square is an aspect in astrology that has to do with opportunities to shift. So we're calling them opportunities, right? Sometimes they can show up as challenges, as bumps in the road, conflict, things that are not either irritating or not working optimally, that are kind of pushing us to realize there's an issue or there's something that we need to deal with or do differently or think about differently. So that's the case with all squares. And the third quarter moon is a particular type of square between the sun and the moon that is that it's the beginning of the final week of the moon cycle, right? So if a moon cycle is approximately 4 weeks long, it begins with a new moon. We go from new moon to first quarter to full moon to third quarter. And as we evolve through that moon cycle, we're moving forward, learning new things, putting ourselves out there, trying out ideas with the first half of the moon cycle from new to full. And then with that second half, we are processing, we're digesting, we're integrating. So it's kind of like we're having the discoveries of meaning of specifically what was revealed around the full moon. So the full moon is the point in the moon cycle where something is illuminated, where something is revealed, where we get a deeper insight into what we're doing, how we're being, what ways we are thinking about and showing up in the world that can be supporting or not supporting the things we want. And so some deeper insight into that. And then the second half of the moon cycle, when the moon is going from full back to new, is when we're integrating what we learned or what was revealed during that time. And the third quarter moon is that time of shift. And so again, it's an opportunity that can show up in the form of a challenge or something that we need to confront and think about how we want to do it differently. So when that takes place in Gemini, as it is today, that shift, that thinking about doing it differently, has to do with our ways of thinking. So Gemini, being an air sign, is about curiosity, learning, problem solving, how we use our minds, how we use language and communication, how we use technology, which is a form of communication, and data, right? Data processing, problem solving, data storage, all those kinds of things. So with the third quarter moon in Gemini, we want to be questioning our thinking. We want to be asking ourselves, is this pathway of communication something that's really working for me, or do I want to make a change? And sometimes we need to take the wheel and steer it to get ourselves back on track with who we are in our truth, with what our intentions are, and what it is that we're working to heal or manifest in our conscious process. So with the third quarter square in Gemini today, we want to be thinking about our thinking. We want to ask ourselves, well, why would I be thinking that? What's beneath that? What are the belief systems, the unconscious belief systems I might be operating about what's possible, about who I am, about what I'm capable of, or really any kind of belief systems about what we think is or is not possible or achievable, and questioning that thinking. So question how you got there. Why would you think that? Where did that come from? Does that really apply? Is that really serving you? So those are the kinds of questions we can ask to shift our thinking. And that's exactly what is in alignment with where we are in the moon cycle right now. So questioning our thinking, processing through the ways that we communicate. Might be a good time for journaling, writing things out, getting your thoughts out on paper, or even speaking them out loud to a friend might help you bring what has been unconscious into more of a conscious place where you can choose to think about things differently. So when you shift your thinking, you open doors to new possibilities. Where are you limiting yourself through the way that you're thinking about things? And that's what we want to be questioning today. So that's my my tip for today: how to shift your thinking with today's third quarter moon. I am Marina Ormes, here every day with Astrology for Unshakable Self-Care. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.